because the Inspector General is very specific about he doesn't think that there's any evidence that political bias played a role in everything in Chapter 5. And Chapter 5 has to do with the Hillary Clinton investigation up until the decision to announce in July 2016 that it's over. But he does say that he suspects Strzok did have a bias, or at least bias may have played a role, when it came to the decision to sit on the Wiener laptop. Comey told the Office of Inspector General, had he known about the laptop in the beginning of October and thought the email review could have been completed before the election, it may have affected his decision to notify Congress. So here's what happened. Peter Strzok, according to the Inspector General, sat on the laptop. They find no persuasive evidence as to why they didn't immediately go into the Wiener laptop when they got it at the end of September. I want to get you to play on this, Jeff. The only reason they look into it is because people at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York start asking about it. That's what the Inspector General says. Then they do the warrant. Then Comey notifies Congress. Then history perhaps has changed. So Strzok, if you read between the lines of this report, may have actually, his bias for Hillary might have cost Hillary the election.
That's why, I mean, you know, real life is so complicated, is that he could have, if he had simply come forward at the beginning and as soon as he found out this laptop and said, let's look into this, let's get it done, they could have gotten rid of the whole issue before, with a reasonable amount of time before the election, so that Comey wouldn't have had to go to Congress. As you point out, I mean, this is one of the incredible ironies, and it certainly was news to me in reading the report, that Strzok actually wound up helping Trump, even though he said these now notorious things in these texts. His behavior actually contributed to Comey's still, frankly to me, unbelievable and clearly criticized here decision to make that announcement 10 days before the election.
Josh, you were there, so let me just ask you, and then obviously we'll